Gentlemen, let me ask you something personal. Are you waking up tired even after what should have been a full night's sleep? Do you notice your erections aren't as strong as they once were? Or maybe your energy feels like it's leaking away little by little, day after day. If any of that sounds familiar, I need you to stay with me. Because what I'm about to share isn't just another normal part of aging. It's a red flag your body is waving, a warning that something essential is missing. And here's the part most men never hear. Fixing it doesn't require expensive drugs or risky procedures. Sometimes it comes down to one key nutrient, taken at the right time of day. Something simple, safe, and profoundly effective. Before we dive in, I want to ask you to support this channel. Give this video a like, drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss my latest men's health updates. Now let's get real about what's actually happening inside your body at night. So many men over 60 come into my office and say, "Dr. Thomas, I guess this is just what happens when you get older." And I stop them right there. Because no, it is not just your age. When you're constantly exhausted, when erections weaken, when desire fades, that is not simply nature running its course. What's really happening is that your nightly recovery system is breaking down. Here's what men don't fully appreciate. Nighttime isn't just about closing your eyes and drifting off. It is when your body resets. Testosterone production peaks during those deep sleep cycles. Blood vessels in your penis regenerate and expand. Your prostate calms and reduces inflammation. And your mitochondria, your cells' power plants, recharge so you can wake up strong, alert, and ready for the day. If that system fails, the first places to collapse are your virility, your energy, and the quality of your sleep. And the collapse doesn't announce itself loudly. It creeps in slowly, a little more fatigue here, a little less drive there, until one day you look in the mirror and wonder where the man you used to be went. The good news, and I want you to hold on to this, is that this is not irreversible. And it often comes down to one overlooked vitamin mineral that almost every man over 60 is deficient in. For those of you new here, my name is Dr. Thomas. I'm a board-certified urologist and men's health physician with over 12 years of clinical experience. I've sat across from thousands of men, many of them in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who walked into my office believing their best days were behind them. And time after time, I've witnessed how restoring certain fundamentals, especially sleep and recovery, can reignite confidence, intimacy, and energy in ways these men thought were permanently gone. Today, I'm going to walk you through the one key nutrient that supports erections, testosterone, and sleep all at once. I'm going to break down the 3 biggest mistakes men make when trying it, and I'm going to show you how to use it correctly so you wake up rested, energized, and more vital. So let's begin the countdown. Mistake number 1. Ignoring magnesium deficiency. Let's talk straight, man to man. The number 1 mineral most men are missing is magnesium. And when I say missing, I mean clinically, meaningfully deficient, in ways that are directly sabotaging your sleep, your testosterone levels, and your sexual performance. Why does this matter so much biologically? Magnesium is essentially the calm-down switch for your entire nervous system. Without enough of it, your body stays locked in alert mode. That fight-or-flight tension that was designed to help you survive threats, it doesn't turn off. You may fall asleep, but you never reach deep, restorative sleep, the kind where testosterone is actually manufactured and where real cellular repair takes place. Here's what that looks like in real life. You close your eyes, you sleep for 7-8 hours, but you wake up feeling like you've been dragged through a field. Your mind is foggy, your body is heavy, your mood is somewhere between flat and frustrated. And when your partner reaches for you in the morning, the last thing you feel is desire. That is not weakness. That is deficiency. And over time, that deficiency compounds. Weaker erections, nighttime bathroom trips that fragment your sleep, restless legs that keep you from reaching deep sleep cycles, waking up feeling like you never slept at all. These symptoms are not random. They are connected. And magnesium deficiency sits right at the center of all of them. So if you've been accepting restless nights and fading morning erections as the price of getting older, I want you to stop. Stop accepting that story. Because the real story is that your body is running low on something it needs, and once you give it back, things change. Mistake number 2. Choosing the wrong form. Now here's where so many men waste their time and their money. They walk into a pharmacy, They grab the cheapest bottle labeled magnesium, and they figure they're set. They take it for a week, nothing happens, and they conclude that magnesium doesn't work. But here's what they don't realize. Not all magnesium is created equal. The form matters enormously. The most common form you'll find on pharmacy shelves is magnesium oxide. And I'll be direct with you. Magnesium oxide is largely a waste of money for the purposes we're talking about. Its absorption rate is poor. What it mostly does is irritate the gut and cause diarrhea. You're not getting real benefits. You're getting stomach cramps and a lighter wallet. For men over 60 who are serious about restoring sleep, supporting testosterone, and improving erectile function, there are two forms that actually matter. The first is magnesium glycinate. This form works directly on your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest, recovery, and relaxation. It helps you loosen tense muscles, settle an overactive mind, and fall into deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. Critically, it also dilates blood vessels throughout the body, including in the penis, which lays the physiological foundation for stronger morning erections. This is the workhorse form, the one that does the heavy lifting night after night. The second is magnesium threonate. This form has a unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, something most minerals cannot do. Once it reaches the brain, it helps quiet racing thoughts, reduce the kind of low-level nighttime anxiety that keeps men staring at the ceiling, and it supports sharper memory and cognitive focus. For the man who falls asleep fine but wakes up at 3 a.m., with his mind running through tomorrow's problems, magnesium threonate is particularly powerful. When your goal is better sleep, improved erections, and restored vitality. These are the two forms that count. Write them down. Glycinate and threonate. Don't leave this video without knowing those two words. Mistake number 3. Taking it at the wrong time. Let me be clear about something that seems simple, but is often overlooked. Timing is everything with magnesium. Magnesium is a calming agent. Its job is to tell your body that it's safe to rest, that the threats of the day are over, and recovery can begin. That is a powerful physiological signal. But if you send that signal at the wrong time of day, you undermine everything. I've had men tell me they've been taking magnesium for months, in the morning, with breakfast. And they wonder why they feel sluggish and unfocused during the day, and why their sleep still isn't improving. The answer is straightforward. They're sending a rest and recover signal to their body in the middle of the morning, when they need to be alert and functioning. The correct time to take magnesium is 30 to 60 minutes before bed. That's the window, not during lunch, not in the afternoon. 30 to 60 minutes before you intend to sleep. Here's how I recommend you build this into a routine. Take your magnesium with a glass of warm water or chamomile tea. Dim the lights in your home. Put the phone face down, or better yet, out of the room entirely. Let your body start to receive the message. The day is done. Recovery begins now. Give yourself that quiet hour. And within a week of doing this consistently, most men begin to notice a difference in how quickly they fall asleep and how rested they feel in the morning. This small ritual, magnesium, warmth, darkness, stillness, is not complicated. But it is powerful, and it is the kind of discipline that separates the men who see results from the men who give up and assume nothing works. Mistake number 4. Expecting instant results. This is perhaps the most important mistake I see men make, and the one that causes the most unnecessary disappointment. Magnesium is not caffeine. It is not a pill that hits your system and produces an immediate dramatic effect. It does not work the way a pharmaceutical does, spiking and crashing. Magnesium works cumulatively. Night after night, layer after layer, your body rebuilds what was missing. And that rebuilding process takes time, but it is real and it is sustainable. Here is what the timeline typically looks like in my clinical experience. In the first few nights, most men notice they're falling asleep a little faster. There's a deeper sense of relaxation settling in. Some describe it as feeling like their body is finally exhaling after holding tension for months. By the end of the first week, things start to become measurable. More energy in the morning, not the artificial buzz of caffeine, but a real, clean energy that feels like it belongs to you. Fewer nighttime bathroom trips. And for many men, something they weren't expecting, stronger. More consistent morning erections returning. That last point matters enormously. Morning erections are not vanity. They are a physiological health indicator. They tell you that your blood vessels are functioning, that your testosterone is cycling correctly overnight, and that your vascular system has the capacity to perform. When morning erections return consistently, it means the underlying systems are working again. After 2 weeks of real consistency, not missing nights, not half-heartedly trying, most men report solid, uninterrupted sleep of 6 to 8 hours, a calmer mood throughout the day, sharper mental focus, and a natural, organic lift in libido and sexual confidence. Not forced, not pharmaceutical. Real. The key word is consistency. If you miss nights, you lose momentum. This is not something you do for 3 days and evaluate. Commit to 2 to 4 weeks. Track how you feel. Then make your judgment. How to put this into action, let me give you the framework. Clear and direct. Step 1. Choose the right form. Magnesium glycinate for sleep and vascular benefits. Magnesium threonate if you also deal with racing thoughts or cognitive fog at night. Step 2. Take the right dose. Start conservatively. 200 milligrams of glycinate or 1 gram of threonate is where most men begin. Your body may need a few nights to calibrate. You can adjust upward slightly if needed, but start low. Step 3. Build a bedtime routine around it. Lights down. No screens. Warm water or tea. Magnesium taken 30 to 60 minutes before you intend to sleep. That consistency of environment trains your body to recognize that it is time to shift into recovery mode. Step 4. Stack it smartly. For men who want to compound the benefits, pair magnesium with zinc and vitamin B6, a combination often referred to as ZMA. This stack has solid research behind it for supporting testosterone levels, accelerating muscle recovery, and further enhancing libido. These 3 nutrients work synergistically, and together they create a nightly recovery environment that is genuinely powerful. Bonus step: add gentle stretching. 5 to 10 minutes of slow, deliberate stretching before bed, focusing on the hips, lower back, and legs, releases physical tension that the day has accumulated in your muscles. When that tension is released, magnesium absorbs more effectively, and the transition into deep sleep is smoother. It costs you nothing, and it works. A message for the man who thinks it's too late. Let me pause here, because I know some of you watching this are sitting in a place of quiet discouragement. Maybe you've been carrying fatigue for years. Maybe intimacy feels like a distant memory. Maybe you've had the internal conversation where you told yourself that this is just your life now, that the man you were at 45 or 50 is gone. I need you to hear me clearly on this. It is not too late. I have sat across from men in their late 70s who walked into my office having made peace with the idea that their intimate life was over. Men who had written off energy and desire as things that belonged to younger people. And I have watched those same men, after restoring their sleep, their recovery, and their nutritional fundamentals, rediscover what it feels like to wake up strong, to feel desire, to reconnect with their partners in ways that reignited something they thought was permanently extinguished. This is not about chasing youth. I want to be direct about that. This is not about pretending you're 30. This is about restoring your dignity, your freedom, your ability to show up fully for your life, your relationships, your health, your sense of self, without being dragged down by preventable deficiency. Your body still has the capacity to be strong, vital, and intimate, but it needs your partnership. It needs you to stop accepting exhaustion as your default. It needs you to give it the right tools, starting at night when recovery is supposed to happen. Closing. The choice in front of you, gentlemen. Let's be straight with each other. Fatigue, poor sleep, and fading erections are not the inevitable price of getting older. They are symptoms of deficiency. And deficiencies can be corrected. You are not broken. You are under-supported. And there is a meaningful difference between those two things. You have a choice in front of you tonight. You can close this video, chalk it up to interesting information, and go back to what you've been doing, which means the exhaustion continues, the slow decline continues, and nothing changes. Or you can take one step, one small disciplined step tonight. You get the right form of magnesium. You build a 10-minute wind-down routine. You take it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. And you commit to 2 weeks of consistency before you evaluate. That one step, as modest as it sounds, could be the thing that shifts the trajectory. Because when sleep improves, everything improves. Testosterone rises, Blood flow improves, morning energy returns, mood stabilizes, confidence follows, and intimacy, real, connected intimacy, becomes possible again. When you support your nights, you don't just change your sleep, you change your days. You change your relationships, you change your future. This is men's health, not the version that's about aesthetics or performance for its own sake, the version that's about showing up fully, powerfully, and with dignity for the life you've built and the people who matter to you. If this video helped you, please like it so more men can find this message. Drop a comment below, tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing the community we're building around real men's health. And subscribe to Dr. Thomas Men's Health for more guidance tailored specifically to men like you. I'll see you in the next one.